glory for you in the journey you are taking, for the Lord will sell Sisera into the hand of a woman." Then Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. And Barak called Zebulun with Naphtali to Kadesh. He went up with 10,000 men under his command, and Deborah went up with him. Now Heber, the Kenite of the children of Hobab, the father-in-law of Moses, had separated himself from the Kenites and pitched his tent near the terebinth tree at Zaanam, which is beside Kadesh. We'll conclude our reading at this point, the book of Judges, chapter 4, verse 11. You've been listening to a serialized reading of the Bible, the New King James Version, with episodes presented every morning at 8:15 on
The following program is intended for listeners who are blind, have low vision, or have another print disability, which makes reading, holding a book, or turning a page difficult or impossible. The content is copyrighted by the respective publishers. For more information, please visit us on the web at nfradioreading.org.
Hello, this is Janice, and for the next hour, I'll be reading from the April 23rd issue of The Challenger Community News on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. A golden corner on Buffalo's east side. Jasmine Robbins recently drove across Buffalo during her lunch break just to shop at her favorite store, Buffalo's Golden Corner at Jefferson and East Delavan on the east side, because it sells fresh fruit, vegetables, and other healthy options. At the store's entrance, 2 coolers stock spinach, lemons, avocado, carrots, peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, yogurt, eggs, dairy products, almond milk, and stacks of to-go boxes packed with brilliant raspberries, grapes, pineapple, and strawberries. Every time I spend my food stamps, I'm able to cash out on fresh fruits and vegetables, which is imperative, said Robs, who says she doesn't drop anywhere else. This is my go-to. Buffalo's Golden Corner is one of 16 stores participating in Cornell Cooperative Extension, or CCE, Erie County's Healthy Community Store Initiative. Since 2018, the program has encouraged the owners of local stores to stock healthy options in Buffalo's food deserts, while educating customers on the benefits of eating healthful foods, checking one's blood pressure, and more. It's a multi-level approach to a healthy community, said Sheila Bass, Healthy Store Initiative Program Manager. There are a lot of boxes that we are checking, providing fresh produce at local corner stores, healthier options, an educational component, and making sure people have these tools and resources to practice those healthier behaviors at home. Bass and Moet Grooms, a Cornell Cooperative Extension educator, recently set up a table at Buffalo's Golden Corner to celebrate Heart Health Month. They greeted Robs and other customers, encouraged them to enter raffles for a crock pot and a mini cooker, offered free slow cooker cookbooks, and gave out $25 Visa gift cards to the first 20 people who checked their blood pressure at the store's health station, part of an innovative national pilot program. The CCE team also leads cooking demos, promotions, and nutrition education throughout the year at participating stores, as well as community centers and schools. We're not only supplying them with the kitchen gadgets to make healthy recipes, but also giving them the information so that they eat healthier, as well as giving them a place to access the food. So you're coming in one place and you're getting a whole package, Groom said. The need for this work is significant, Bass said. Buffalo's East Side accounts for 73% of the clinic patients of the Erie County Department of Health. In a 2021 to 22 survey of 252 East Side households conducted by the University at Buffalo, more than 40% of the East Side residents surveyed reported food insecurity. Of those, nearly 60% had incomes lower than $25,000, and 48% did not own or have access to a vehicle. Perhaps most important, 21% of the food insecure residents said they rely on corner stores as shopping destinations. In these neighborhoods, there aren't a lot of resources that connect them with how to better manage their health, Grooms says. After Grooms and Bass talked with customers, store owner Rocky Muhammad pivoted from making hot sandwiches and subs to cashing out customers. He had set up a basket of red, delicious apples near the cash register. We have the snacks and all the junk food, but to see that option there, people are like, hey, listen, that's a nice, vivid, bright apple, he said. The pricing is there too. We're not gouging. Instead of a bag of chips, it's a healthier option. His family has owned and run the store for 27 years, and he grew up in the neighborhood. He was raised on fruits and vegetables, avoided ultra-processed foods, and now feeds his own family the same way. It is a food desert out there, he said. The area's other corner stores don't sell fruits, vegetables, and healthier snacks and groceries. And the closest grocery store is 1.5 miles away, he said. The Golden Corner is one of 2 healthy community stores that sells neither alcohol nor tobacco. Muhammad has seen neighborhood kids grow up and have children of their own, so it is important to him to offer healthier choices to his community. It's needed in this area, he said. Written by Susan Kelly, Cornell Chronicle. Back to the choir stand. Choir rehearsal with friends brings the praise party to the Queen City. Buffalo turns the Statler into the choir stand as social media influencer Will Johnson brings his beyond popular choir rehearsal with friends tour to the Queen City on May 9th. But it's not a rehearsal. It's a show where you are the choir. What started out as just a fun way for a group of friends to take a walk down memory lane, back when choir robes were a serious matter and the procession was just as important as the performance, complete with choreography and tambourine ad-libs. Back when Sunday wasn't just for service, it was an all-encompassing experience. We're very excited to bring choir rehearsal with friends to Buffalo, says event promoter Gerald Drayton. Anybody who knows Buffalo knows this city is filled with musical talent, and we're looking forward to having that talent get a spotlight on a platform with a national following. He continues, Buffalo loves a good time, and that's exactly what's going to happen. This isn't just a community choir rehearsal or another concert to attend. The experience and nostalgia Will brings to the stage will be unforgettable. And Buffalo will be sure to make this the most memorable stop on the tour. And this is Buffalo Mafia, so we're making this the best stop on the tour, and maybe even add an extra show. Bringing the anointing straight from the Tuscaloosa, Alabama show, Buffalo needs to be ready to bring the noise and the notes. I didn't know Buffalo even wanted me to come, says Johnson, speaking on the influx of Instagram requests to bring the show to Buffalo. I love this city, and I know you all are ride or die fans. for whatever you all love. So this means so much to me. We finna turn it up, and a turn up it will be. Buffalo and all the surrounding areas, including Niagara Falls, Rochester, and Syracuse, is full of musical talent, and some of them will get the chance to put a spotlight on that at the event. We can't do this without doing a mic toss, says Drayton, preparing people for what's to come. We know Buffalo can sing down, and now it's time to show the world. In true choir rehearsal fashion, Will encourages everyone to come in a stranger, leave with no voice, and find a new friend, or 5. To all the sopranos, altos, tenors, and bass, you all still out there? Get your ticket, find your seat, and sing the note that you know you're supposed to be singing. That was for the sopranos who like to act like altos when they don't want to sing the high notes. Visit Eventbrite to purchase tickets to choir rehearsal with friends. For more information on CRWF, please search Choir Rehearsal with Friends on all social media platforms. The May 1st full moon represents growth, abundance, and transformation. The May 1st full moon, called the flower moon, represents growth, abundance, and transformation. It is about new beginnings, shedding old beliefs, and blossoming. In 2026, its energy runs especially deep. It's also here to help you unearth your truth and embrace emotional rebirth. Every full moon is an invitation to let go, to look at what we have been growing in our lives, hearts, and minds, and weed what's no longer serving us. The flower moon, in particular, asks you to go beneath the surface. What patterns are ready to be broken? What emotions have been buried too long? Now is the time to face what's hidden and rise stronger for it. An opportune time for emotional release, boundary setting, and letting go of what no longer serves, and awaken your inner truth, even if that's your grudges. This year, the May full moon is a micromoon. A micromoon occurs when the moon is at its farthest point from Earth, making it appear slightly smaller and dimmer in the sky. While it may not be as flashy, that only underscores the Scorpio lesson. Sometimes the most powerful shifts happen in silence, in the dark, behind the scenes. Reflections. If you want to journal and reflect during this full moon, here are some prompts to guide you. Ask yourself, what am I afraid to release because it once protected me? What truth have I been avoiding and why? What version of me is trying to emerge through this discomfort? How can I create more emotional safety for myself? What does my next evolution look like? And what aspects of myself am I afraid to look at? Health matters. Some key benefits of drinking raw cabbage juice on an empty stomach. Drinking cabbage juice, red or white cabbage, on an empty stomach is a potent natural remedy primarily used to heal stomach ulcers, reduce gastritis, and improve digestion due to its high content of glutamine and vitamin U, S-methylmethionine. It acts as a prebiotic to support gut health, provides antioxidant-rich vitamin C, reduces inflammation, and helps strengthen the stomach lining. Some of the other benefits include ulcer healing and gastritis relief. Cabbage juice is highly regarded for its potent to speed up the healing of peptic and duodenal ulcers. It protects the stomach lining and reduces inflammation associated with gastritis. Improve digestion and gut health. It is rich in compounds that support a healthy microbiome, acting as a prebiotic that feeds good gut bacteria, reducing constipation and digestive discomfort. High nutrient concentration. Consuming it on an empty stomach ensures quick absorption of nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin K, and antioxidants. Anti-inflammatory and detox. Cabbage juice provides compounds that reduce inflammation, potentially aiding in lowering the risk of chronic diseases and supporting detoxification. Cabbage does not yield much juice, so when buying for this purpose, find larger organic cabbage or juice with green apples or pineapple, not only for taste, but in support of digestion and a super boost of vitamin C. Although both are great, red cabbage offers more dense concentration of nutrients. Be well. You are listening to a reading of articles and features from the Challenger Community News on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. Grand opening. From Jamaica to Allentown, Chef Big Wayne opens new restaurant. Dwayne Jones has come a long ways from his grandmother's kitchen in Jamaica. Better known as Chef Big Wayne, the talented young culinary artist and his wife, Brianna, are celebrating the grand opening of their new restaurant, Big Wayne's Jamaican Cuisine, located at 242 Allen Street. It kicks off today, April 23rd, from 5 to 9 p.m. I was born in Jamaica and raised by my grandmother. She wanted me in the kitchen with her, but I would only stay and watch her for a few minutes and then run off to play football with my friends, he recalled fondly. However, as he grew older, he paid more attention to how she prepared her food. He learned her recipes and turned out to be a pretty good cook himself, often invited by friends to cook for them. Over the years, my grandmother even had a restaurant, and everybody in the neighborhood would come by and purchase food. After high school, Wayne continued his passion for cooking and attended culinary school. He worked at several places before taking a job at the Iberostar Hotel as a dishwasher just to get his foot in the door. 1 year later, he was promoted to kitchen helper, then cook, where he gained supervisory skills. Before immigrating to America in 2023, he also worked as a private chef. I've always said, when I come to America, I want to open my own restaurant, said Wayne. The opening of Big Wayne's Jamaican Cuisine, his own brick and mortar, he initially had the opportunity to operate his business inside the West Side Bazaar, is the culmination of that dream, or as Wayne makes clear, just the beginning. He is looking to one day expand into a larger space and build his catering services and ultimately become the premier destination for authentic Jamaican cuisine. It feels good, he said during a recent television interview. I got here in 2023, and to be here today, I'm happy. It's a lot of growth. Be sure to check out Big Wayne's Jamaican Cuisine, open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 a.m., Sunday, 12 noon to 8 p.m., and closed Monday. The menu includes flavorful dishes such as jerk chicken, curry chicken, oxtail, rice and beans, cabbage mac and cheese, plantains, fried fish, and more. Look for Big Wayne at upcoming festivals this summer. He's hosting a special Mother's Day brunch on May 10th. To order authentic Jamaican food from Chef Big Wayne, call 716 846 1485 or order via Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, or Seamless. Money Map, your plan, your destination. Saving on any income, small steps that matter. By the Money Map, Life and Money Advocate. Many people believe they cannot save money because they do not earn enough. When income is tight, saving can feel impossible. But saving is not about how much you make, it's about the habit you build. Even small amounts can make a difference over time. Saving $5 here or $10 there may not seem like much, but those steps add up. More importantly, your small steps to savings build confidence in your savings power. In uncertain economic times, having even a small emergency fund can reduce stress. It can help with groceries during a short week, cover part of a bill, or prevent the need for high-cost loans. Savings gives you breathing room. Start small and stay steady. Choose an amount you can manage each week or month. Treat it like any other bill that must be paid, except you're paying and saving for yourself. Money Map encourages you to focus on progress, not perfection. Small steps taken consistently create stability. Money Map quick tip. Choose a fixed amount to save each week or month, even if it's $1, $5, or another amount. Keep it in a hard-to-get place, like a bank with no debit card, or put in a savings account with no debit card, so you are less tempted to spend it. Small savings today can create security tomorrow. Black History, Amazing Facts. Benjamin Banneker, a Negro astronomer, made the first clock made in America in 1754. The word coffee comes from Kaffa, Ethiopia, where it was first used and still grows wild. George Washington sent a Negro slave to Barbados to be exchanged for a hogshead of molasses, a cache of rum, and other good food spirits. The Negro arrived in the New World free from tuberculosis and syphilis or other venerable diseases. Syphilis originated in Europe in 1494 when there was a great epidemic of it. The Negro was the first artist. The oldest drawings and carvings yet discovered were executed by the Negro people 15,000 years ago in southern France, northern Spain, Palestine, South Africa, and India. The drawings are on rocks, the carvings on bone, basalt, and ivory. The oldest known representation of the human body is that of a Negro woman. It was carved by a Negro sculptor of Grimaldi race from 10,000 to 15,000 years ago. It is called the Venus of Willendorf after the place in Austria where it was found, and is in the Vienna Museum. Beethoven, the world's greatest musician, was without a doubt a mulatto. He was called the Black Spaniard. His teacher, the immortal Joseph Haydn, who wrote the music for the former Austrian national anthem, was a man of color too. From 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro, originally written by J.A. Rogers in the 1940s, thus the use of the word Negro. Securing Your Legacy Financial Empowerment Summit returns with Wall Street Trapper. The second annual Financial Empowerment Summit returns on Saturday, May 2nd at Buffalo State University, offering a free full-day experience designed to help individuals and families build wealth, no matter where they're starting. Presented by J.P. Morgan Chase and the Oshai Foundation in partnership with Say Yes Buffalo, the summit will feature workshops, panels, and a keynote address from nationally recognized financial educator Leanne Howard, also known as the Wall Street Trapper. Howard, a New Orleans native, has spent over 15 years empowering communities with accessible strategies in investing, business, and personal growth. His journey from adversity to success drives his mission to help others overcome challenges and create lasting financial stability. The summit is rooted in Say Yes Buffalo's Boys and Men of Color initiative and its Breaking Barriers program, which focuses on youth leadership, mentorship, and financial education. Organizers emphasize the importance of providing young people with real-world knowledge about credit, savings, investing, and long-term financial planning. Running from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., the event will include sessions for both young, ages 12 plus, and adults, with a newly added youth track this year. Families are encouraged to attend together to foster conversations around financial wellness. Attendees will gain practical tools in budgeting, home ownership, investing, and insurance, all aligned with this year's theme, Securing Your Legacy. Breakfast and lunch will be provided. The event is free and open to the public, but space is limited. Register today at tinyurl.com/43KYBZ2. Mother's Day brunch, May 10th at Big Wayne Jamaican Cuisine. Please join us to celebrate. Join us for a special Mother's Day brunch featuring a curated mix of American classics and Jamaican favorites. Brunch favorites: shrimp and grits, chicken and waffles, fried haddock. Jamaican classics: brown stew chicken, fried dumplings, ackee and saltfish, and callaloo. Drinks include apple juice, orange juice, and freshly brewed coffee. It's May 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 242 Allen Street, Buffalo, New York, 14201. Call 716-846-1485. You have been listening to a reading of articles and features of the Challenger Community News. We read from the Challenger Community News every Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Your reader has been Janice. Thank you for listening.
Coming up next in the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service, we have a reading of the Batavia Daily News. Following that at 10 o'clock is the East Aurora Advertiser, and at 11 we have the Niagara Gazette. Stay with us for these readings and more throughout the day. You're listening to the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. Our volunteer radio readers broadcast daily readings of printed matter to our listeners who are blind or have a print disability throughout Western New York and Southern Ontario's Niagara Peninsula. The Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service has brought nearly 40 years and more than 300,000 hours of radio readings to those without sight. Our broadcast signal is provided at no charge by WNED. For more information, call us at 716-821-5555. following program is intended for listeners who are blind, have low vision, or have another print disability which makes reading, holding a book, or turning a page difficult or impossible. The content is copyrighted by the respective publishers. For more information, please visit us on the web at nfradioreading.org.
Hello, this is Ken Kuminski, and for the next hour I'll be reading from issues from the Batavia Daily News on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. And I'll start with Thursday, April 30th, 2026. Fired Downs bartender seeks $15 million. David Hewson alleges retaliation for reporting executives' misconduct, by Saul Hauser and Mike Pettinella, Batavia. A former bartender at Batavia Downs filed